I've been thinking about this a lot lately. This whole idea of learning how to be alone. Because honestly, I don't even know if it's something you learn. I think it's something you either feel safe doing or you don't. From what I've observed, a lot of people don't actually like being alone. They like noises, family around, friends texting, always someone in their room, always someone to react to, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are just built that way. They feel alive in connection, but then there are others who actually enjoy being alone. Not in a dramatic I hate people way, just quietly. They can sit in the cafe alone, walk alone, think alone, and not feel empty. I think that's instinct. It's not a skill, but there's the part that's interesting. Some people don't hate being alone. They're just afraid of it. Because when you're alone, there's no distraction, no one to protect onto, no one to blame, no one to impress. It's just you. And sometimes that's uncomfortable because being alone forces you to look at yourself. And not everyone wants to look. I know I've noticed that loneliness isn't about physical isolation. You can be surrounded by people and still feel painfully alone. And you can be physically alone and feel completely okay. The difference, whether you're at peace with your own presence. For me, being alone has never meant emptiness. It means space. When I'm alone, I replay my life, not in a dramatic way, just gently. What happened? What I felt? What I learned? What I ignored? I look at memories like they photographs on a table. Some make me smile, some still hurt a little, but I don't run from them. I sit with them. Being alone for me is observation. I observe my thoughts, my reactions, my problems. I ask myself, uncomfortable questions. Why did that hurt me so much? Why did I react that way? Why did I chase that? Why did I avoid that? Not to judge myself, but to understand myself. There's a difference. I don't think everyone needs to learn how to be alone. But I do think everyone needs to know how to not be afraid of themselves, because that's what loneliness really is. It's fear of your own silence. And here's something staunch but true. If you can't sit with yourself for 30 minutes without reaching for your phone, without turning something on, without escaping, maybe that's not boredom, maybe that's avoidance, and that's okay. But it's worth noticing. If you're someone who wants to be alone but doesn't know how, start small. Don't disconnect yourself from the world. Just create small pockets of solitude. A walk without music, 10 minutes without your phone, a journal page where you don't cancel yourself. You don't need to meditate on a mountain. Just sit and let your thoughts arrive. They are not your enemies. They are information. The more you allowed myself to be alone, the less lonely. Okay, because I stopped abounding myself. That's the key. Loneliness often happens when you disconnect with yourself while trying to connect with everyone else. Being alone taught me I don't need constant validation. I don't need noise to feel important. I don't need to perform to exist. I just need to be present. And honestly, that's powerful. So maybe it's not about learning how to be alone. Maybe it's about learning how to be comfortable in your own company. And that takes softness and courage. But once you get there, being alone doesn't feel like isolation. It feels like home. If you're alone right now while listening to this, I hope it feels peaceful. And if it feels heavy, maybe this is the beginning of you getting to know yourself a little better. Either way, you're not doing it wrong. This was Soul Room Talk, and I'll see you in the next room.